Hey guys, Matt here. Alright, I just want to show you my chestnut tree here. It's putting on a lot of growth here in the last month, or a lot of chestnut weight in the last month. I guess chestnuts tend to get heaviest in the last month before they drop. And let me step back here and show you what's happening. This tree is still young. It's only 8 years old, and the central leader is still pretty spindly. And it's got a lot of burrs out here on the very end of it. And the central leader is, as they get heavier, it's bent over quite a bit. And I'm afraid as they put on some weight, we're in the last month of the growing season here. Probably a normal person, what they would do is just pick those off. But man, it's quite a few nuts there. I want to try to save them. So I'm gonna try to rig up something to kind of shore up this the central leader here so it don't break on me. We get some high winds from time to time, and I think really all I got to do is just make it to where it don't sway in the wind as much, and maybe bend it back just a little to where it don't move as much. And if I can keep it from swaying so much, for another 30 days or so until these nuts drop, I'll be good. And then we can take take this thing off, and I'll probably prune the central leader back and try to get it to bush out. I'll prune it back during the winter time, probably up to here or something, about 6 or 7 feet. Right now it's probably 15 feet or so at least, and get it to try to branch out a little and put on some girth. Right now it's up here at the top, it's maybe an inch in diameter, and it just can't support all them nuts out there on the very tip of it. It's real spindly. So we need to get it to put on some diameter. So with all that being said, here's what I have to work with. What I put together. I've got a T-post that I drove into the ground, or a piece of a T-post, and it's sturdy. It's not going anywhere. I got some rope. I have some tree wrap that I had bought from somewhere. It was on clearance, I think at Home Depot maybe. I have some waxed grafting tape that I'm thinking about using to wrap the limb before I put the rope on it, to kind of protect the limb. Although I'm going to cut the limb off, so I don't know why I want to protect it, but I just brought that out here. And then I'm going to sleeve the T-post with this long piece of EMT pipe to brace the limb with. At least that's the plan. And how I'm going to get up there, I have no idea at this point. Probably back my pickup truck up here somehow. So that's all for now. I'll come back when I have it done. See y'all later. All right, guys, so here's what I came up with while I was up here. Thought I'd shoot a video, kind of give you a little bird's eye view. It's a little rigged, but I think it will work. It's only got to work for a short time. Peel the rest of this tape off here. So when you use the stuff that you have on site, you kind of have to go with what you got, you know, kind of rig. So here's what I did. I used the MT, slid it over the piece of T-post, and I ended up bending it over a little bit so that it attached to this limb right here. Kind of gave a sturdy anchor point. As you can see, it ain't gonna slide up and down the limb. It's attached good. I used a piece of pipe insulation to kind of give it a little cushion. I used some of this stuff I had right here. I've already taken the forget, but it was in the other video. The stuff that you wrap around the base of the tree, the cloth for the trees. I don't have the oh, here it is. I forget what it was called, man. Tree wrap. Okay. And so I used some of the tree wrap. First off, I used some of the pruner's tape that has wax on it. Wrapped it around the bark. And then I used some of the tree wrap over the pruner's tape to kind of give it some cushion. And then I realized I forgot my tape. So to secure the tree wrap, I just tied a little piece of rope I had around the tree wrap here. So that's why you see that little piece of rope there. I hope it hangs on. I may get back up here when I have a ladder and put a piece of tape around that so it don't come unraveled. But so what I did, I think I've already said this, I slid the EMT. This is a 10-foot stick EMT. I slid that over the T-post. I put that pipe insulation around the EMT. Tied the piece of rope around there, secure the pipe insulation, and there you have it. It's secure. The tree limb is still crooked, but it ain't gonna flex anymore, and we're solid. So any more wind comes along, we'll see what happens when the wind starts blowing. It's a real calm day right now, so but this should give it more support than what it had. It was just flapping in the wind before, and hopefully this will hold it enough until the chestnuts fall, and then I can take this contraption down and prune it back. So anyway, there you go.